Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all to the Structural Analysis 2 classwork. We will see today outline of course assessment. And myself, Dr. C. Ravikumar Reddy, Professor, Civil Engineering Department, KHIT. Yeah, these are the topics that we will discuss today. First, let us see JNTU Kakinada regulations that you are studying now. The syllabus of the course that I will be handling for this semester, then the course outcomes, then program outcomes, then comes course outcomes mapping to program outcomes, then course end survey. This is what we are going to discuss today. First, let us see JNTUK academic regulations under R16 because you uh, are in R16 regulations. So the theory subjects, the maximum evaluation of is for 100 marks. The distribution of 100 marks will be 30 marks for internal evaluation and 70 marks for end examinations. There shall be two tests for the theory subjects, and if you see the weightage, descriptive will be 15 and assignment 5 marks, and the objective that is to be conducted with 20 multiple choice questions. The weightage of half mark each will have 10 marks. So total together 30 marks. This is the internal evaluation. Uh, then out of two tests, to arrive at 30 marks for internal evaluation, 80% is weightage is given for best of the two mids and 20% weightage is for the other mid. And that's about the regulations. Then let us see the syllabus of structural analysis 2. It is continued from the structural analysis 1 which you have studied in the previous semester, that is second year second semester, and now you are in third year first semester. So unit 1 deals with 3 hinged arches, then 2 hinged arches. Then unit 2 will be lateral load analysis using approximate methods, which are nothing but portal method and cantilever method. Then unit 3 is about cable structures and suspension bridges. Then unit 4 will be moment distribution method. Unit 5 Canis method. Then unit 6 introduction to matrix methods. The following are the textbooks uh, that are to be prescribed by JNTU Kakinada. Then the reference books that you may refer the following textbooks for the additional information. Then let us see as the JNTU Kakinada implemented OBE model, outcome based education model, wherein we need to set the outcomes for each course. Those are called course outcomes. So for the course that I am dealing as a teacher, the structural analysis 2 course will have 6 outcomes. Each unit will have one outcome. So for the first unit, we what is expected the student from the student after undergoing this course. This is what is course outcome. So after uh, reading the first unit, what is the student is able to do. So after undergoing with the unit 1, the student will be able to solve 3 hinged and 2 hinged arches for internal forces. This is what is the outcome set. Similarly, for unit 2, we say course outcome 2. So student will be able to solve for internal forces in structures under the application of lateral loads. So it is in line with the syllabus that is set by the JNTU-K. So Unit 3 will have course outcome 3, solve for internal forces in cables and suspension bridge structures. So after undergoing Unit 4 teaching, the student will be able to solve for internal forces in structures using moment distribution method. Similarly, for course outcome 5, solve for internal forces in structures using Canis method. And course outcome 6, that means the student will be able to solve for internal forces in continuous beams using matrix methods. This is what structural analysis 2, after undergoing this course, the student is expected to do all these 6 outcomes to attain these 6 outcomes. Okay. Anyhow, the assessment process is again is different. Like we will assess the student whether the course outcomes have been attained by the student or not through maybe the direct assessment and the indirect assessment. So direct assessment is by putting a test, conducting the tests, and indirect attainment by taking a survey. That is what I have shown you, the course and survey form. I'll be showing the course and a survey form. These are the program outcomes which a student, after completing his program, program means maybe a civil engineering, a branch, civil engineering branch, mechanical engineering branch, likewise. So a civil engineering student, after completing his graduation, undergraduation, what he is able to gain, these are what program outcomes as defined by National Board of Accreditation, so NBA. So there are 12 POs set by the NBA. So one is engineering knowledge, then second one problem analysis. So a BTech student is able to gain engineering knowledge, is able to solve problems, is able to design and develop solutions for complex engineering problems. So likewise, he is able to conduct investigations of complex problems, and he is able to use modern tools, and he is able to apply his engineering knowledge for societal needs, health issues, safety, legal, cultural issues. Likewise, and he is able to understand the impact of his professional engineering solutions, like civil engineering solutions, on the environment and sustainability. And he is able to apply his knowledge in ethical principles and commit to professional ethics and responsibilities and norms of the engineering practice. And he is able to work as an individual and as a team, and he is able to communicate in a better way. Likewise, project management and finance and lifelong learning. He is able to perform lifelong learning. These are all the 12 POs, that is program outcomes, that an engineering graduate, for example, civil engineering student, after undergoing all his courses, after completing his BTech civil engineering, he is able to gain all these 12 POs. Okay, and this is what is expected from the student after completion of his course, immediately after completion of his program. So next, going for how each course is going to contribute to attain all these program outcomes set by NBA. So ultimately, a BTech student, if he has to attain all the POs set by NBA, and he is going to study 40 odd or 50 odd courses in a program. For example, from civil engineering, if you see, he is going to study 40 to 50 courses. So each course is going to contribute to POs. So after completion of a particular course, he is going to gain something which is related to a PO that we will see now. So for example, coming to the code structural analysis, so he is able to do all these six outcomes for the course that he is taking up in third year first semester. So after completing this course, you see he is able to uh, do PO1 to the maximum extent, and PO2 moderately, and PO6 to the lowest possible level. So this is how you can map the CO and PO. So the course structural analysis too is going to contribute to PO1, PO2 and PO6, which means he is able to solve the complex engineering problems, that is PO1 and PO2 from the list that we have seen. And PO6, he is going to utilize his knowledge to the society in the engineering problems, no, to solve engineering problems in his practice when he is going to become a practicing engineer. That's how, in my view, as a teacher of structural analysis too, these six course outcomes are being mapped to the POs at their corresponding level of mapping. All the POs may not be mapped, may not all these the particular course may not contribute to all the POs, and at the same level also. Some course may map to the program outcome the lowest level, maybe medium and high mapped. Okay, so this is what is COPO mapping. That is nothing but how each course is going to contribute to the program outcome that a student has to attain at the end of the program. And let us see course end survey, which means the indirect assessment tool. Okay, so this is something like course end survey form appears. Each student, after completing his course, for example, structural analysis 2, I have prepared it for structural analysis 2. He is going to uh, assess himself and give the assessment level upon his own experience in the course. For example, unit 1, say the syllabus, from the syllabus, unit 1, he solved 3 hinged and 2 hinged arches for internal forces. So if he is able to solve 3 hinged and 2 hinged arches for internal forces, a student must himself rate, if at say if he is able to do, say he can give it a 3. Or for example, if unit 2, if the student is not for sure that he is able to do unit 2, so he can just give 2. And for example, if you take 6, CO6, so matrix methods, little bit of advanced content, so he may give 1 for that. So it is only as an example I am now telling. So it is the self assessment of the student, that he has to assess himself, that how far he is able to perform that particular unit, means outcome, how much the student has gain out of that unit. So this is what is course end survey form, and this will be given at the end of the course, and the course teacher will collect all these this information for his course outcome assessment. Thank you.